Here's what nobody tells you in school. You can spend 10,000 hours learning perfect counterpoint, master every plugin on the market, and still be broke. How do you actually get clients for your music? I've been lucky to have had, in addition to my career as a composer, producer, a parallel career developing business in the music industry. I've placed songs in movies and TV shows. I've developed and closed deals for sonic branding agencies, music houses, and at my own company, NOMAADA. And I've realized that the most successful composers aren't just better musicians, they're better at sales. And look, if you think sales is a dirty word, I get it. You didn't spend years practicing just to feel like some kind of LinkedIn bro sliding into people's DMs. But here's the reality. Even the biggest artists had to convince someone to take a chance on them. Somebody hired them to play for the first time. Somebody hired them for a project for the first time. Somebody replied to that first email. Sales is about being found. And trust me, it's not going to be through random digital ads with terrible metrics. So here are 6 concepts that changed my career in music that I hope can do the same for you. Number 1, stop selling music. Start selling value. This comes from one of my favorite sales authors, Anthony Iannorino. He talks about something called level 4 value creation. Most musicians operate at level 1. Here's my track, it sounds great, but you're selling a commodity. Every other musician can say the same. Level 4 is different. Level 4 means you become a strategic partner. You deliver the certainty that the project will be taken care of with the utmost respect. When a client hires me for, let's say, a show theme or a trailer, they're not just buying exciting music, whatever that means. They're buying peace of mind that the emotional arc of that particular piece of media will land correctly on time without having to do a million revisions that put the whole project behind schedule. And let me tell you, nothing says hire me again like a missed deadline. Treat what you do and those you do it for with respect, because they are never just buying music from you. Number 2, cold email still works, but not the way you are doing it. Samantha McKenna, a successful sales leader I follow, teaches this simple rule for outreach. Never contact someone unless you can prove you actually know who they are. She tells a story about getting a cold email that said, "Hey Sam, I saw you went to Florida State. Go Noles." And then the person proceeded to start their sales pitch. Her reaction was basically, "So what? So you skimmed my LinkedIn profile." I get the same thing in music. "Hey man, love your work. Here's my demo reel." I probably won't click because you don't love my work. You pasted that into 200 emails that day. Spend 5 minutes looking them up. Find a podcast they were on. Mention a specific project they did that you genuinely liked. If a music supervisor just posted about a documentary they worked on that uses a lot of minimal piano and you have a minimal piano album, mention that. Make it obvious that this email could only have been written to them. Number 3, specialization might be hindering your career. We've all been told that you have to have a unique voice, but I would argue the age of specialization is over. And the best example of this, to me, is the great Ludwig Göransson. If you follow his career arc, he has been to so many places with it. From his work on TV, to Childish Gambino, to the musical universe of Wakanda, to Tenet, to Oppenheimer, to the unbelievable music of Sinners. Everything is different. This is the age of curiosity, of exploration. We finally have tools that allow endless experimentation. When I interviewed famous composer Carlos Rafael Rivera for a seminar at the Society of Composers and Lyricists, he told me he started out as a member of a successful indie rock band. If you've heard his beautiful scores for the Queen's Gambit or Department Q, you know he ended up in a totally different place than where he started. And every decently successful musician I've met, including me, has had detours and pivots in their career, not to mention peaks and valleys. Be flexible, cultivate multiple interests, have curiosity, and please don't end up like Rick Beato yelling at the clouds about the latest Spotify top 10. Someone is enjoying that music, and there are reasons why, be it market or trend driven or genuine artistry. Music doesn't exist in a vacuum. It's not just about the notes. Be intellectually curious. Number 4, you're giving up too soon. Mark Roberge scaled HubSpot to $100 million by treating sales like engineering, and he proved through data that it takes an average of 6 to 8 touch points to get a response. Most musicians send one email, hear nothing, and immediately decide they must hate my music. No, they're busy. Your email got buried, or they opened it while waiting on the toilet and forgot. Instead of taking it personally, think in terms of a sequence. Email 1, a short, relevant note with value and no hard ask. A few days later, a comment on something they shared. Later, a quick follow-up with a new angle or a new useful link, or even a LinkedIn request. And then eventually, if there was no answer, a polite, I know you're slammed, I'll circle back down the line message. Most people quit after the second touch. If you're still politely showing up by the 6th, you're already in rare company. P.S. To keep track of all this, you need CRM software like HubSpot or others. Don't let the corporate acronym scare you. It's simply a contact list on steroids where you can keep track of sequences and responses. You can start doing it in a Google Sheet. Number 5, you don't need everyone. You just need a few key people. Seth Godin, often referred to as the guru of marketing, talks about a concept called the minimum viable audience, the smallest group of people who can sustain your work. As a media composer, if you land just 10 loyal music supervisors who each give you 1 or 2 projects a year at 10 to 20K per project, that's a 6-figure income. As a game composer, it might be 10 game developers. As a producer, it might be 10 great collaborators who keep a pipeline of songs going. So instead of thinking, how do I blow up? Think of who are my 20 people and build everything around serving them incredibly well. You need a small room of decision makers who trust you. That's it. Make a list of your dream 20 and ignore everyone else for the time being. But here's the catch. To get those people, you're going to have to reach at least 10 times that many. It's a sales concept called conversion. Not everyone will respond or notice you. If you can get 10% of your targets to respond, that would be a world-class conversion metric. Marketers deal with 1, 2, 3% conversion, so you gotta get going. And number 6, there are no shortcuts. Human connection always wins. Coca-Cola just made the same misstep they made last year with their AI-generated Christmas ad. At the same time, Porsche put out a simple, nostalgic ad that was hand-drawn and animated. Coke got dragged, Porsche got praised. In the same way, every trendy hack, every automation tool is trying to help you avoid the thing that actually matters, a real connection with another human. So if your outreach strategy is ChatGPT, write me 500 emails, congratulations, you've automated being ignored. We don't sell lawnmowers, we sell creativity, and creativity requires humanity. And I bet you nowadays to sell even lawnmowers, you have to respect the humanity of your customer. In the age of AI, the boring answer is still the real one. Do the research, write the thoughtful message, make genuine connections, and show up consistently. That's the game. I hope these concepts help you as much as they have helped me in my journey. Let me know if this is the sort of thing that resonates with you and what particular challenges are you facing getting people to hire you. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.